welcome back to another episode of this IoT series. And if you are new to the channel, then don't forget to look out about this IoT series playlist. You can find the link in the description below. And in this video we are going to make a device that will control our home appliances, and for that we are going to use the Blink application. So let's DIY this.
So to make this project, first of all we need this Node MCU, then we need a relay, and this is actually a 4-channel relay and this is a 5-volt relay. And as this Node MCU output gives us 5 volt, so we should use this 5-volt relay, and we need some number of jumper wires. So this is all we need to control our home appliances. So now let's connect the circuit diagram. So it's very easy. There are mainly, you can see here, there are 6 pins in the relay, and first one is VCC, then ground, then IN 1 2 3 4. These 4 pins for 4 relays. These are the signal pins. So what I have to do is, first of all I will add 2 jumper wires for the power supply section, like this, positive and negative connected. After that I will add 4 jumper wires for 4 signal pins. So this is done. After that, these two power pins, that is the voltage and VCC and ground, that will go to the VCC and ground pin here in the Node MCU, like this. And after that, these jumper wires for signal pins will go to the D0, D1 and D2 and D3 pin of Node MCU. So with this, our circuit connection is completed. Now let's go for the coding and software part. After that we will check how it will work.
So let's start the project, and first we will finish this application part, and after that we will go to the PC part and we will upload the code there. So first of all, open this Blink application, and you can see our interface like this, and you have to create an account using your Gmail or any kind of email you have. You have to create an account in this Blink application, and then you can make these kind of remotes and applications here. So you can have an interface like this, and you have to open this new project option, and there you have to name your project. I will name it as home automation, and choose device. We know ESP8266 is inside this Node MCU, but there is option of Node MCU here, so we will choose this Node MCU. And connection type, there are some other connections like Bluetooth, USB, Ethernet and all that, but as it is a Wi-Fi module, so we will choose this Wi-Fi connection type. And the theme, let it be dark theme. Now click on create, and you can see a pop-up like this, and it is saying that the auth token was sent to your Gmail account. So you can see your Gmail, you can check that auth code is sent to you. And now we have to add here some switches, and as I am using a 4-channel relay, I will add 4 switches here. So let me add it, and as you can see here, it's some energy balance, and in the beginning it is actually 2000, and as I have used some of these energies in other projects, like here this is the Blink temperature application, this is the RDC lab, so there I used, so those energy are used, and I have to choose between these. So I have to add 4 buttons, so 1 button, then add another button, and add another button. So I have added 4 buttons. Let me make it okay. So it is done. Now I have to define some pins where I am going to add the relays. Okay, so first of all, click on this button, and you can see you can name this button. So I will name it as light 1. Okay, and then I have to choose the pin. So let me use the D0 pin, and we are using digital pins here, we don't need the analog pins. So here we use the pin 0, and when it is the 0 it is off, and when it is 1 it is on. So, and change this mode to switch type, because we are creating switches, on off switch, not push switch. So change it to switch, and after that this should be off and this should be on. That's okay. Now click on back, and as you can see here, this is written light on here. Similarly, we have to define this button as some of those pins, like see here, you can see the D0 is used, so we can't use it again. We have to use another pin, so we are going to use this D1 pin. Okay, and let it is the light 2. Okay, and change this switch, and it is done. Similarly, do with other buttons, and let me define it as fan, and the pin should be D2. Okay, then push, and then this one, this should be, let fan 2, this, and this should be D3 pin. Okay, so like that it is done, and then you have to click on this play button, and as you can see, this is your remote. That's how you can control your home light, fan, and all that. You have to click on this light 1, it will be on. You will click on light 2, it will be on. Similarly, you can turn off it also. And now let's do the computer part, and we will add some auth token and some coding part to it, and then we will try how it should work. So now this is the time for the coding part, and for that I have to open up this Arduino IDE, and as you can see here, this is the code for the home automation system, and these are some instructions for you, and I want you to read all this. And there I have added some library links here, like this one for the Blink app library, and this is for the ESP8266 support package. You can check all this also. Okay, and the original code starts from here, and this is a very easy, mostly like it is a 20-line code, and it's very easy to understand. So let me tell you about the coding, and this is the define part, where we are defining that this Blink print serial means whatever will be printed on the Blink application, that can be applicable for the Node MCU. And after that is the include part, that means ESP8266 support package is included for the Node MCU obviously, and this is the Blink simple library, so that the code will know that we are using the Blink application. And then this is the character auth code. Okay, this is the auth code. We have to write, you have to write your auth code here, and if you will check your Gmail, you can see the Blink sent you a mail, and that contains the auth token here. So copy this one, and you have to open up the Arduino IDE and paste that here, so that your auth token is replaced now with the new auth token. And after that, this is the SSID and password. You have to write your Wi-Fi name here and your Wi-Fi password here. And after that, you can see this is the void setup part, where you are first of all, it is the serial begin 9600 for the Node MCU, and then the Blink begin, it will check the auth code, then the SSID, and then the password, then it will be connected with the Wi-Fi. So here one problem I got from this system, that whenever the Node MCU will be connected to Wi-Fi, all the appliances connected with that Node MCU will be automatically turned on. Like that happens every time. So to debug that one, I have added this 3-line code to it. So first of all, like integer light 1, that is the D1 pin. So digital light 1, it should be high. That means the relay should be high, and relay high means the appliance is low. That means the appliance will be off. That means whenever it will be connected, the Node MCU will be connected with the Wi-Fi, all the appliances are connected to it will be off. Similarly, for this is for light 1, this is for light 2, this is for fan 1, this is for fan 2. Okay, so how many devices you are connecting, you have to accordingly add that much amount of pins to it, and you have to add all this according to the code. And in the void loop part, there is nothing more, that there is only this blink.run. This is all what we have to do in the coding part. After that, compile this code, then go to tools, select Node MCU 12E module, select the COM port, and then upload it to the Node MCU. And after that, we have to connect it to the Wi-Fi. Let's see, it will work. So the software part is completed and the code is uploaded to this Node MCU. Now let me give it a power supply from this mobile phone adapter. Now let me open up my phone, and as you can see, this is connected to the Wi-Fi, and open up the Blink application. And as you can see here, when it is connected to Wi-Fi, these two lights are glowing automatically. That means
these two relays are on now. The problem I was telling you during the coding, that when it will be connected to Wi-Fi, these will be automatically turned on, because I have not added these two in the coding part, so that's why it is happening like this. So now let me click on light on. So if this will happen, we have to do it manually, like it was on, so I have to off it from this mobile phone. Okay, so to get out from this problem, we have to add that part in our coding. So now let's go to light one. So when I will click on light on, so light one is on, and when I am turning it off, it's off. So similarly for light 2, fan 1, fan 2. So that's how we can control our devices through the internet. Now let me connect some AC devices to it. AC device means alternative current devices, like this holder, and I will add a bulb to it. Then we will check about how it's working and all that. So that's how I have connected a AC bulb to this system, and this wire shows the power supply, and the power supply is given to this plug point. So now let's check how it will work. So this is the mobile phone application, and let me turn on this light 2, as I have connected this to light 2. So turn on. See, the light is now on. So when I am clicking it off, the light is off. Similarly, I have connected only one device to one relay. So you can connect 3 more devices to other 3 relays, like light 2, fan 1, fan 2, all these can be connected. And I have already used this device in my lab. You can check out the description, there is a link, you can see the video. So that's how it's working. And yes, please be careful from this side. You can touch the other side, but don't touch this side. This is the AC circuit, and you can get electric shock. So be careful and do from your phone. Enjoy this home automation system.
So I installed this application, this device in my lab. So if you are interested to know that how it's actually working, then you can search for the link in the description below, and you can see that video over there, that how I installed and how it's working. So that's all about our today's video, and if you liked it, then don't forget to click on the like button, share it with your friends, and yes, let me know your queries, your suggestions in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notification also. See you in the next one. Till then, be cool, work smart.